So honestly, this chapter of Fairy Tail, pretty simplistic for the most part. We had a couple setups and seeing a little bit of aftermath and a little bit of some lesbian action. Like, yo, seriously, honestly, after reading this chapter and seeing Kagura locking lips with Erza as a thank you, apology, whatever you want to call it, I'm thinking like, yo, Kagura, you be getting around, girl. I mean, first you were giving that mouth to Jalal, and then now you're sticking your tongue in Erza's mouth. Like, girl, calm down. I know the hormones are hitting you strong, but yo, just take a chill pill. You need to put your tongue in everyone's mouth, alright? Okay, I'm totally just trolling, but yeah, that was funny. So as we see, the war is actually starting to go into Fairy Tail's favor, which I would have liked to see a little bit more of catastrophe and destruction, to be honest with you. They're running all the Alvarez people slowly out of that part or whatever, so it's like, yeah, I mean, I think the stuff that happened to Sting and all of them getting crucified and shit was probably some of the most destruction that happened, and also Fairy Tail Guild getting a little bit fucked up, but again, it's like, okay, it's starting to look like Fairy Tail's really whipping ass. Most of the Spriggan 12 have already been destroyed and captured and shit like that. Is like, yeah, the battle is looking good for Fairy Tail. And Loxus being down for the count is kind of in a way disappointing. I mean, again, we didn't get to see the full extent of his battle with Hades, which is like, if we would have got that full-on battle, it would have been nice to see, okay, this is why Loxus is down for the count and probably gonna be out for the remainder of the arc. And not to harp on it again, but I'm kind of curious why Kagura kissed her like that. Was it just one spontaneous thing, or does she actually have those type of feelings for Erza? Like, it would be crazy if this entire time we've been thinking, yeah, Erza x Jalal is gonna happen, but in the end, Erza ends up with Kagura. Like, that would actually be a risky move from Hiromashima, but you never know with Fairy Tail. And then the aftermath with Sharia, I mean, you know, her being down and out about losing her magic. I really hope Hiro doesn't give her magic back, because that would be so fucking dumb, and it would make it feel as though, like, one of the big sacrifices that was made during this war was not really a sacrifice because she gets it back. Like, hopefully it stays that way, even though it's like, it's fucked up to see her sad and whatever, but like, even what Leon told her, like, you know, you did it for your future. You did it for the future of all of us, so hopefully it stays that way. And Demaria being captured is like, hey, you're captured by some good people that ain't gonna torture you, so accept it, bitch. Now, honestly, I don't see negotiations with Brandish and August being too well. Like, August seems as though he's not gonna give a fuck. He's probably gonna just look at her as a traitor, so I don't even think the bout with August is really gonna change or anything like that. I think he's still gonna come, he's still gonna fuck everyone up, and possibly maybe if he gets defeated or something like that, I could see Eileen, because Eileen looks like a beast. Like, I'm really putting some chips down that Eileen is gonna be fucking epic and hype and everything like that, and I'm hoping for it because she seems like she's a savage. But I could even see, like, after August being nearly defeated, Eileen shows up and kills him and says, you're a fucking weak old man, get the fuck out of here, go to fucking September already, bruh. Although Brandish knowing him since she was little, I mean, there's a possibility he might spare her or something, or slap her up a couple times and say, yo, what's wrong with you? And I'm kind of curious who Hein and Juliet are. I know they're part of the Alvarez people or whatever, but the way Eileen was talking, it kind of made me come up with this crazy theory, because she was talking about, what if you two were fighting over some sort of man or something like that, and it made me think, what if it was the reason why Erza got separated from her mom was maybe Eileen was fighting with some chick over Erza's father, maybe she lost and she couldn't take it and she had an abortion, and that's why Erza got separated from Eileen, or maybe Eileen thought that she lost the daughter this entire time and the father stashed Erza away for whatever reason, and then ultimately Erza led into that foster situation. And the best part of the chapter, Sting admitted that he's pathetic. I loved it. I was like, yes, thank you, Sting. It took a while, but yes, you're fucking pathetic. I don't care if you call me a hater. I don't like Sting. Fuck him. And then the setup for seemingly, I believe it was Gajil and the crew versus Eileen, because they said there's 3 monsters and then we have 6 of them. So I'm guessing that's Eileen with her 2 chicks that she has with her against Gajil and them. Hopefully Gajil and them get fucked up, because I think if they're gonna make Eileen a credible threat, she needs to go up against the big dogs. And while Gajil is awesome and I want to see him throw some good blows, I want to see Eileen prosper through that and go all the way to Fairy Tail and start fucking up the big dogs. But yeah, honestly, it was a simple chapter. I want to say fine, 6.5 out of 10, maybe a 7 if you're stretching it, fine to a good. Not too much happening, but a couple of different setups, and getting a little more into Eileen's head, finding out that there's something about a man fighting over a man, and if you see the scar on her stomach, maybe she had an abortion or something like that, and that's why Erza got separated from her. And what are your thoughts on the chapter overall? What do you think about Eileen? Do you think that she's gonna knock out Gajil and all of them that are in her way? I mean, again, if she doesn't, then it's gonna be like, what was all this hype for? And not to mention, I totally foresee a reunion between Eileen and Erza soon. Even if it's a fight or whatever the case may be, it's definitely gonna happen. And overall thoughts of the chapter. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed anything about this video, make sure to drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.